Hello guys, wait till like it is. In this video, I would like to give you my prediction for the UEFA Europa Final. At the start of the year, I had Manchester United winning the Premier League and the UEFA Europa competition. Obviously, Chelsea won the Premier League, but there is a Juventus connection for Chelsea. Former Juventus player, former Juventus manager Antonio Conte. But I've always been right about my prediction for the Europa. And it's so obvious once again once we go through the numbers. But also I'm going to explain to you why the UEFA Super Cup is going to be between Juventus and Manchester United, and why Paul Pogba may be the main tribute for that game. So first and foremost, for AS Roma, they're building a new stadium next year, AS Roma. I lost the link for that, but they approved plans to build for a new stadium, and it's really crucial for AS Roma to win, so they're able to bring in some match and TV revenue in, so they're able to pay for their new stadium. But 16-17, the year 16-17, the 2016-2017 football season adds up 33, the highest degree of masonry. I've been talking about Freemasonic rituals, Freemasonic tributes for the 2016-2017 soccer season. 16 in Gematria equals 96, Freemason equals 96. It's no coincidence that in the year 16-17, that Roma is going to play Manchester United in the UEFA Europa Final. Roma versus Manchester United in Gematria equals 96. Once again, Masonry equals 33. 33 is the highest degree in Masonry. And Freemason equals 96. And once again, Gigi Buffon is going to be the key tribute for this Champions League. He's going to finally win a Champions League title in the 16th season at Juventus. The UEFA Super Cup is going to be between the Champions League winner and the UEFA Europa winner. The Europa winner, Manchester United, against the Champions League winner, Juventus. Now, Sevilla won 3 straight Europa titles. Manchester United would end that streak. This phrase, Manchester United and Sevilla's Europa streak equals 470. That would end the streak against Roma. Roma and Gematria equals 47. The final for the Europa Final is being played at Solna, Sweden, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the star striker for Manchester United, he is from Sweden. Wait for it to load. There you see, he's from Sweden. The Europa Final is being played at his home country, so right there you know right away that it's rigged and scripted. Solna, Sweden equals 131. Manchester United is called the Red Devils. The Red Devils equals 131. Championship equals 131. The site of the final, Solna, Sweden equals 41, and I believe that Paul Pogba is going to play a key role in that game one way or the other. He may have an assist. It won't surprise me if he has a goal. Pogba equals 41. Now, Paul Pogba played 4 seasons at Juventus. He left Manchester United, played 4 years at Juventus. He was a young 19-year-old that did not have enough playing time. Played 4 years at Juventus. And Paul Pogba left Juventus for Manchester United on August 8th. It was a 105 million euro transfer fee. Masonry and Zionism in Gematria equals 105. He completed his record transfer on August 8th, 2016. It is no coincidence that the 2017 Super Cup final is going to also be played on August the 8th, exactly 1 year after Paul Pogba completed his record transfer on August the 8th of 2016. No coincidence that he's going to play Juventus again exactly a year after completing the transfer. Now, going back to Sona, Sweden, and Pogba equaling 41, it's only fitting that lifetime Manchester United against AS Roma has won 4 games and lost 1 game. So that 41, no coincidence, directly ties into Sona, Sweden. Now, the winner of the Europa Final at Sona, Sweden is going to play the winner of the Champions League at Skopje, Macedonia. That's where the Super Cup is going to be played. Skopje, Macedonia equals 141. Now, Freemason also equals 42. The synchronization of the numbers is no coincidence. Manchester United, okay, the team with the satanic death ritual name, they're called the Red Devils. They're a Freemason club, Manchester United. They always get the benefit of the doubt, the transfer window, the referees, calls, all that. No coincidence that this key duo, Ibrahimovic, who they got for free from Paris Saint-Germain, and Paul Pogba, the young star at the record-breaking fee, no coincidence that both of their guys' jersey numbers forms a 96. Both of those guys used to play at Juventus. Ibrahimovic in the mid-2000s before the Calciopoli scandal. Paul Pogba from 2012 to 2015 played at Juventus. The 2 key acquisitions over the off-season in 2016, both their jersey numbers forming 96. Juventus and Manchester United, the Freemason clubs that rule and dominate their leagues. No coincidence. Then Paul Pogba was number 42 for Manchester United. Once again, Freemason equals 42. He leaves them for the Freemason club, Juventus. And the Super Cup in 2017 is going to be the 42nd edition of the Super Cup. And Paul Pogba, playing his former club, Juventus, wore number 42 at Manchester United, may be the key factor for that game. And I will predict Manchester United to win the Super Cup on August 8th, exactly a year after Paul Pogba's transfer from Juventus to Manchester United. Let's see. I need a list of Super Cups. Winners. There it is. Okay, so Juventus is 2-0 in the UEFA Super Cup. I'm going to predict Juventus to lose this Super Cup to Manchester United. Juventus would end a 21-year Champions League drought, entering this Super Cup between the winner of the Champions League and the Europa League. Juventus would have a 2-1 record in the UEFA Super Cup, right? The cup game that they play for winning the Champions League, for ending a 21-year Champions League drought. Manchester United hasn't won a Europa or a Super Cup, so this would be a really, really landmark season, a landmark year for Manchester United in 2017. Also, the Europa Final is going to be played on May the 24th, 2017. Zlatan Ibrahimovic's birthday is on October the 3rd, a time span between 133 days. Masonry equals 33, 33 the highest degree of Masonry. Manchester United is a Freemason club. It's got that 41 coded in there, 4 months and 10 days, right? The site of the final. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is going to score at least 1 goal in that Europa Final. And it is going to be played at his home country of Sweden, after all. So it's really easy to predict. Now, Roma, the team that's going to play Manchester United in the Europa Final, this is their 88th season. No coincidence that they're going to play Manchester United for the right to play in the Super Cup on August the 8th, 8-8. That's really significant. But Roma always loses. All these heartbreakers. Red, a color of death and sacrifice. Unfortunately for Roma, I'm not going to see them winning the Europa this year. Unfortunately, it's going to be another year without Scudetto for Roma, but they'll have a good chance to win the Scudetto next year. AS Roma is building that new stadium. See the link in the description tab for that. And once again, Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Paul Pogba, right? The Freemason 96, the Freemason club, Manchester United. Ibrahimovic and Pogba used to play for the Freemasonic black and white striped Juventus football club. Ibrahimovic, number 9. Paul Pogba wore his number 6 for Juventus before wearing number 10 during his last year at the club. But the all-time leading clubs for all the leagues, okay, Bundesliga, Serie A, English Premier League, and La Liga, are all Masonic clubs, part of the Masonic fraternal patriarchy. So understand that. Manchester United FC, once again, 188. I'm going to see Manchester United winning the Super Cup on August 8th, 8-8 once again. Now, Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Paul Pogba, I talked about their key tributes for the Super Cup, for the Europa, both equal 131. Once again, the site of the Europa Final, 131. The 2017 Europa League was the 46th season of the league. The reflection of 46 is 64. Ibrahimovic equals 64. Zion equals 64, as well as Israel and Synagogue of Satan. Once again, Ibrahimovic, the Swede, is from Sweden. The final is being played at Solna, Sweden. Another edition of sports being rigged by the numbers. Juventus going to win the Champions League over Real Madrid. Manchester United is going to win the Europa League over AS Roma. Roma needing to build that new stadium. Roma, let's see, I don't have any other thoughts about Roma, but Paul Pogba is going to be the key tribute. August 8th, he transferred over to Juventus. August 8th, 2016, exactly a year later, in the Super Cup final. Paul Pogba may be the key tribute for Manchester United to go win that game. And there was another stat that that I missed out. Okay, I need a list of Super Cups. Maybe by country is what I need to look for. Oh yeah, Italy entering this year in the Europa League. Nine times they won the Europa Final. 6 times they were runner-up. That forms a 96. It's no coincidence that was the case for Italy. They haven't played in a final for all this time. The last time an Italian team played in a Europa Final was in 1999. This is all scripting by the numbers to have 9 titles and 6 runner-ups entering the 2016-2017 season, 16-17, adding up to 33, the highest degree of masonry. And the list of Super Cup finals, I think, where I was trying to find my other thought that I had by country. Oh yeah, okay, the Super Cup is going to be played on August 8th with a victory. Okay, August 8th, the same day that Paul Pogba got transferred over from Juventus. England is going to win the Super Cup and have an 8-8 record in the game on August 8th. I'm going to lean with Manchester. I'm going to lean with Manchester United over Juventus for the Super Cup on August 8th, leading to the next season. But once again, Juventus over Real Madrid in the Champions League final. Manchester United over Roma in the Europa final.